Hey everybody, it's TotalGamerJunkie and I'll welcome you all back to my channel. So I know it's like only been like an hour or two, I think pretty sure like a little over an hour since I uploaded my reaction video of the trailer for episode 3, which I'm very excited to see because it's actually the 8th where I am, where it said they came out the 7th, but it's the 8th where I am. So for the 15th it might be the 16th, I have to wait to play the game, you know, because different dates. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to be going over everything I noticed and possible theories and speculations that may or may not happen. Now, the first part I want to go over is this scene right here where you torture Abel, or not, depending on your choices. Now, I am 100% convinced that this is not the opening scene. I'm pretty sure the opening scene is in a previous video when they showed the screenshots for episode 3, where Ten's on the ground and Willie's looking at him angrily. I'm pretty sure that is the opening scene right there, and then this follows after it comes up after the intro plays. You know, of the song. Yeah. So anyways, let's move on. So here we have AJ, and he's just spinning the barrel of a gun, loading it back in, popping it back out, and spinning it again. Now, I believe this scene is very important because we keep seeing this scene again through the trailer. Even towards the end of it, he's still spinning the barrel. Now, if you all remember in episode 2, AJ says he calls dibs on killing Abel, and if you let him, he'll attack Abel with a poker iron, I think it is. Or see, one of those things that you use for a fire. Pretty sure it's a poker iron. And once he's done beating him, AJ says dibs. So I do believe that this scene right here, he could tell Clementine he has dibs on killing Abel, and he can be like, "You promised me. You said I had dibs." And it'd be pretty interesting if you let AJ kill Abel, because the choices that you make determine what type of person he's going to become in the end. And so, like, for a 6-year-old killing a person, like, I mean, we getting tongue-tied. I mean, after he killed Marlon, you know, you can tell him he was justified in what he did, or you can say it was bad what he did. Like, you know, my first thought process, it was justified, you know, it was him or us. Yeah, so anyways, I do believe that that choice will come up, and you can you could also kill Abel yourself as Clementine. As for this scene right here, I called it in the previous video. I said that we'd have the option of whether or not to torture Abel like we did with the Woodsman and Dee in episode 2 of The Wolf Among Us season 1, and we're right. Now, I believe that torture is going to be optional. Like, we can make a deal with him, or we can threaten him, or torture, you know. I believe we will have a few ways to get the information out of Abel that we need to. And, like, what do you call it? And I gotta say, it's pretty, like, ballsy of AJ, like, because Clementine's like, you don't need to watch this. And AJ's like, I want to. And it kind of mirrors, for me, when I heard that in the trailer, it mirrors with Kenny, where Clementine's like, where Kenny goes, you don't need to see this, and as Clementine you can say, I'm not going anywhere, and Kenny goes, it's going to get messy, and Clem replies, I know. So it's pretty interesting to see that dynamic right here. Like, for me, seeing this scene, it's really like Clementine is bringing out her inner Kenny, because, you know, like, we've seen her, like, you can make her be like a grumpy person in season 2, you know, just like, that's what I did in one of my night walkthrough of The Walking Dead, the collection set. I was nice to everyone. I was nice to Kenny, but I was like an asshole to everyone else, you know. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see her go like down that path, you know, like, because my Clementine's shaping out to be like him too, you know. I keep my I'm good with my friends, but you know, I'm shitty with everyone else. Anyways, moving on. Like right here, I got to say, burning Abel's eye out. Well, not out, but you know, just like burning the iris and that, the ball of the eye. I gotta say, like, because the most damage we've ever seen Clementine do to someone, like me personally, is Sarita at the end of episode 3 of season 2, where Clem can cut off her arm. To me, that's like the most gruesome thing she's ever done to a person. I mean, it wasn't like she was, you tried to save her because that's one of the options. Like, I did that in my first walkthrough when the game came out on disc, because I didn't have internet to download the episodes then. I did that because, like, of Lee, like, we cut off his arm too late, so I was like, we got to cut it off early, and I did that. So yeah, it's like, and the torture really is like, what else would you be able to do? Like, for example, see in this screenshot, he has 2 arms. Maybe we cut off one. Maybe it's like with in the Michonne miniseries episode 2 where Randall, that's it. Where as Michonne you can kill Randall or not, and you can actually, because you got his fingers in that winch, and you can like tighten it and break his fingers in that. So maybe as Clementine you can do something like that. And so this face here is interesting of AJ. I haven't really seen him do this face since Lily found out like the person that she had the gun to was Clementine in the forest in episode 2 when you first meet up with her. So that face is like, he's kind of shocked because maybe that's because how far Clementine goes with the torture. As I said previously, like, you could maybe do all sorts of things, and AJ is like, he's seen Clem survive, kill walkers and that, like fight Abel, like he saw her fight Abel, but he's never actually seen her do this, you know, like just fully like torture a person. And that could be, I wouldn't say he'd be scared of Clementine, but he I guess he'd be what's the word, scared for her, maybe. Like maybe he's worried she might be turning into the bad people, you know. No, I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, you can tell the look on his face is like, not pure shock, but he's shocked by what he's seeing, which means the torture is gonna be pretty gruesome. Yeah, in this video, you see Clem, Lewis, Ruby, and Ten, and they're lining up. Maybe they're at the graves again. Maybe it's after burying Mitch, because the screenshot, I'm pretty sure when they released them a while ago of episode 3, I'm pretty sure it was still nighttime, when Mitch presumably punches or pushes Ten to the ground. Not sure which, but yeah, Ten's on the ground. So like, I think it might be the day after, because if you look back at the screenshot of Abel when he's in the chair, you can see that there's a bit of light coming in, so I assume it's daytime. So this image we're seeing right now, I'm pretty sure it's when they're burying Mitch, or Mitch is buried, and it's after interrogating Abel. Okay, I'm 100% sure of that too. Now if you take a look on the right side of the binoculars where that lifeboat buoy, whatever thing it is, the lifesaver, you know, that circular thing, you can see there's Violet there, and a woman is pointing a gun to her head. Now we've actually seen this woman before. This is actually, I'm 100% sure on this as well, this is the woman who took part in the raid of the boarding school. It's what do you call it, to clarify who she is, it's when everyone retreats back into the school, into the house, and it's when, as Clementine, you have you kill a guy with a log, with a big ass log, or the bricks, and the woman's like, no, and then Abel goes to her, kill that one, the girl, and he's referring to Clementine, of course, but the woman he's talking to, that's the one who has Violet at gunpoint. And I'm pretty sure if Lewis is the one that gets captured, it's him who's at gunpoint. Now as you can see, we have James here, and I'm pretty sure that this scene right here is after the binoculars scene where Clem's looking through the binoculars. James might approach her, and like, because in the next 2 screenshots, I'm pretty sure it's the same scene as well, like with them talking and that and walking. But yeah, anyway, that must be, he must like tell her to get down because there's walkers nearby or something, or like, because he knew about this place, because when you first meet him, he tells Clementine about the place where they force children to fight wars, to fight their battles for him, because they're part of another community. So yeah, like he's been studying this place for a while now. So here we see this is a barn full of walkers. Is it a barn or a shed? Well, it's too small to be a shed, so it has to be like a barn. Yeah, and for some reason, I don't know why, James has been stockpiling walkers in there. Now, why would he do that? One suggestion, one theory could be that he was planning to free the other kids himself. But since he's a loner, I don't buy that. Another could be that, well, because he did save Clem. He did save Clem, however, and by sending the horde her way. So possibly it could be that maybe he like what was I gonna say again? Shit, I forgot. Oh yeah, so it could be that maybe he is going to try and help Clementine with the walkers, which like that's actually confirmed in later images. But was this something he was planning to do for a while now? Possibly, but I'm not too sure. I have something you need to see so you can understand. So that's what I have something I need you to see so you can understand what you're asking of me. That's what James says to Clementine, and the next scene is actually pretty interesting because, like, well, we're gonna pop it up. So he's going to Clementine. If you want my help, try to walk among them. And I mentioned this in a previous video, and I can't believe it's actually really happening. We'll get the option to wear a walker's skin on Clem's face. So that would be pretty. The reason I say optional is because of not the next image, the image after, I think it is, or no, a few images later. But we'll get back to that. So yeah, I do believe it's an option because that's the only way James is going to help you, because when you kill a walker, he feels sad about it. He even mentions sending off the herd to save you in episode 2, and he was sad to see them die. So yeah, so we can tell he's like, they're kind of like a family to him or something, like, a weird way. Now we can see here James has opened the barn doors, and he holds his hands up and like embraces the walkers, you know what I mean, like as his family, like come to me, my children, or something like that. Now one of two things I believe, I don't know which one, but the first one is that James has given Clementine a spare walker mask that he's made just for her. So when this scene happens, he has his own walker mask on, and Clementine has hers that he made for her. And so he's going to be escorting the walkers, and so you will have to lead the herd to Lily's base. Now the next option is, the reason he's opened it is because Clementine chose not to wear a walker's skin face mask. But if you do decide to wear it, then it will be her opening the barn doors, and the walkers will be looking at her. And she'll be in that position where James is. So we got a screenshot of Lewis here, and I do believe this is what's going to happen before we head out to go find Lily's base. I believe this is after we interrogated Abel, after Mitch is buried, and so Clem and AJ decide to go out and find out where they're and take a look for the base themselves. We also have a screenshot here of Violet. Now I believe that this scene, along with the screenshot, along with the one with Lewis in the previous screenshot, I believe these might be unique scenes where it's like if you're friends with them, or if you're what do you call it, or if you're like romantically involved with them, there might be a unique scene where you can kiss them again. Not too sure. Hopefully, yes. I ship the Violet Tyne. I mean, the Lewis Tyne is alright, or Cluis as some people call it. But yeah, I'm all in for Violet Tyne. But whatever your preference is, if you prefer to have Lewis and Violet as just friends or love interest, that's your choice. No judgment here. Nothing interesting here. We just see the walker. When I first saw this, when I was reviewing the trailer again after I watched it and uploaded after my reaction video, I thought that might be the the herbology place, you know, where Ruby and Mitch go with Clem, and they find it, and Ruby finds the teacher there, and you can choose to burn the body or bury her. But no, that's the barn that is the barn where James takes us. And this right here, I can confirm with 100% certainty is Minerva, because as you can see from the next screenshot here, that is Minerva too, and they got the same crossbow, because I'm pretty sure this is when Telltale announced they were shutting down and the episodes 3 and 4 might not get finished, they were releasing concept art and they showed a bunch of characters, and I made a video about that, and I'll leave it in the link below. Yeah, so you be sure to check that out if you want to see more screenshots of Minerva and old models of James and all that. So yeah, I do believe that her and Clem are gonna meet. As you can see from the screenshot here, it's like Clem's got the bow pointed, and I'm pretty sure that she's pointing it at Minerva. And then you see Lewis is there, but if you saved Violet, then it would be Violet in the place, and like that's why she's got the shocked look, not at Clem, but at Lewis or Violet, whoever's on board. So this scene right here, as we can see, Clementine is covered in walker blood and guts, and she's walking up to Lily's base. Now, what's interesting about this, well, the base is also called Delta, by the way, just gonna add that in there, which all of you knew. What's interesting here is, I personally believe 100% that if you accept James's walker mask that he gives you, that's either his or one he makes, you will be walking to Delta with the walkers wearing the mask. And that'd be pretty cool. You got the walker mask on, and you got Clementine's hat on as well. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. I do believe that's gonna happen. If that's so, I want the walker mask. I'm going to have Clementine wear it. So the screenshot here popped up again towards the end of the video, and it's AJ with the gun. And as I said before at the beginning of the video, I mentioned this scene, and I do believe it's going to play some importance, because AJ, he killed Marlon, but he's killed walkers, but he's never murdered a person before. So it'd be pretty interesting to see, maybe he tries and kills Lily, because you remember from that when they first showed the trailer, they were showing like the old stuff, and then it was when Lee was talking, and when he's like to Clementine, "You're in my shoes now," and AJ, doesn't have a gun, but he's using his fingers and he's pointing at Lily and goes bang. So maybe he's gonna try and plan to kill her or something if he gets a chance. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to the end here, and we have Lily, and I'm pretty sure it's her voice, and she whispers, "The only way you're going to save your people is to let me have them." And maybe, like, I don't know, because in one of the screenshots previously, last month, I think it was shown, or early this month, no, last month, we saw there's one where Lily's sitting and Clementine's standing up, and she's got her hand on her hip. So, yeah, I do believe that at this point, Clementine might let the others get off, and she distracts Lily. And that's why Lily says the only way you can save your people is to let me have them. So maybe she's saying, like, I'll kill them if I have to. Like, you're all I need, Clementine. Maybe something like that. It's like, you're more valuable than them. And you can see behind her, at first I thought that was Abel, but no. It could be, but I think it's Minerva. I'm more certain it's Minerva than Abel. Because who knows, maybe Abel could escape the torture room, you know, he's in. He could, and because he knows where Delta is, he could make his way back. So it is possible. So it's either Abel or Minerva. I'm pretty sure it's Minerva, but it also could be Abel. Now we got Clementine here looking not angry, but like frustrated, and I think it's towards Lily. Like, maybe as they're escaping, she gets captured by Lily, because I just mentioned that, how she's talking in the screenshot. There's her and Lily. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Clementine getting captured is optional. Maybe she lets Lily capture her so the others can buy time and escape. I definitely believe that is a possibility. So yeah, like, can't really get too much of that, except it's night time in the background. I'm And even though you can't see anything, I'm pretty sure Clementine's aboard Delta. Now, I totally called this again. I didn't know that Lee was gonna be in episode 3 with Clementine. Well, I mean, I did know, but I was taking a guess about when it was, because when they were showing the leaked concept art of Clementine and Lee, I noticed Clementine had the hair buns, and she gets those from Lily, because she gives them to Lee and said, Lily gave me these hair thingies, and that's when Lee does up her hair. So yeah, sorry, clearing my throat. So this scene right here, it has to be after she's gotten her hair cut, but before they meet Omid and Krista. But the way they're talking, if we, from that old trailer where he's like talking to Clementine, he's like, the world's changed since I've been gone, you're in my shoes now. It might not be a flashback per se. This scene here is definitely a flashback, but it might be, maybe Clementine gets hit on the head hard, like, you know how she got shot by Arvo in season 2 episode 5, and she had that flashback of Lee. That was a flashback. So maybe in this scene, even though she's still young, she's actually able to talk to Lee, about what's happening in the present day and that she misses him. So yeah, that's definitely a possibility. And the last image we have is of Clementine, and as you can see, the face model's completely changed from when you compare it to season 1. That was in 2012. Christ. And like, this is 6 years later. I'm saying 6 because the concept art was already ready. Episode 3 was going to be released on November. So yeah, that's why I'm saying 6 years instead of 7, because and you could actually this screenshot of her face was actually leaked. It wasn't really leaked, it was shown on the Telltale site when Telltale shut down. They were showing the screenshots that they had, and it showed Clementine and it showed Lee. So that's the end of this video, like all the theories and my speculations. And if you want to see Lee's face, I'm going to leave a link to a previous video that I made about when Telltale was shutting down, and they're showing the screen images and that. And they had of Lily and Clementine, Minerva, a bunch of other characters, and they had Lee there. So if you want to see what his face looks like, click on the link in the description below. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed this very video, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.